Today's date on the Archangelic Calendar is Infinity OJ58J888 Infinity B55555 Infinity B1TT Infinity. Legend and more info is available at archangeliccalendar.com. There are two very useful 5D gates available, and they are not to be confused with the ones that are anchored in the never-ending loops of 3D. We expected 55,555 gate thanks to the work of the Dragon Legion, but the other, the very auspicious 888 gate, took us by surprise even though it was clearly coming. These are the gates that the 15 legions will be exclusively using, as there are lesser alternatives that are lined with traps. In order to win this battle, we must know the opponent better than they know themselves. At this point we can say this for certain about organized darkness, as they have become transparent to the 15 legions. We are all well aware of the Siphon Fest disguised as the Super Bowl that is occurring. What we were not aware of is the direct intentions of these dark masses. It seems as if the stakes for this event is clearly at an all-in status. This 3D Earth date is a complete palindrome 02022020, which hasn't happened since the 11th of November 1111. 1,111,111 was a day clearly hijacked by the light, which is evident just by connecting to it, even though that was not an ideal time to be lightworker. The 3D date 02022020 does not indicate a time gate has opened, it indicates an incomplete portal, and because it's a palindrome, it is clearly a loop and would be very hard to break out of once trapped inside. In hexadecimal, the 3D Earth date 02022020 converts to 1EDA84, which immediately raises an eyebrow. Organized darkness is well aware of this, and was way before they picked the place and time of this year's Siphon Bowl. I would have brought this to your attention sooner, but I do not normally run 3D calendar numbers, as they are irrelevant to the Archangelic Calendar under normal circumstances. On this day it was relevant, as many new agendas are being brought to light. This is mostly because of the energy work that we have already done, as it has lifted the veil on this event in many ways. This dark super siphon event is the metaphysical precursor to their massive depopulation agenda, in which we must be proactive in stopping. It is clear that organized darkness has taken this opportunity to entrap humanity. The opportunity they are taking becomes clear as we dissect these numbers. Hexadecimal number 1EDA84. 1 is an indication of physical unity or a group acting as one. EDA in government stands for Economic Development Administration. 84 indicates the book 1984, that is based upon a devastated post-apocalyptic world. To complicate this truth is also Groundhogs Day, and for anyone who recalls the movie, it's about reliving the same day over and over again. All of these things are much like the Simpsons' prophetic predictions. They are not predictions as much as they are plans that are in compliance with the law of disclosure. They are hoping this loop will be enough to continue the enslavement of the masses. This is why I urge you to observe the Archangelic Calendar, as it makes the trickery and siphoning of the former calendar invalid, and it takes back the energy that was stolen from humanity long ago. This trickery has been going on for thousands of years, and it is clear that the 3D timelines present are still going nowhere fast. It is very wise to abandon that sinking ship as soon as possible, and for the most part, if you are reading this, you have already done so. Archangel Jophiel is all over the place, and she is very vocal about being extra diligent during the halftime show. which not so coincidentally reveals far too much to the general public, which gives an opportunity for disclosure evidence, if someone is able to dissect the footage for the general public before it's removed from the internet. During ambassadorship duties we have come across another wonderful star race that we should be working with. The name of the race is a symbol and loosely translates to clay alive. They closely resembling rock people, and they are from the Andromedian sector of the universe. They are here to lend us their very strong hands for liberation purposes. The clay alive race is a very unique star race that can make mountains come alive with a mere suggestion. They are especially helpful when it comes to volcanic activity and earthquakes. Simply ask for assistance and they're happy to help. Enough micro talk, let's get macro. Most of humanity's 7.8 billion people do not have enough belief in their ability to work metaphysically as of yet. If that is not the case, and for most light workers it is not, feel free to use your own tools and abilities for assignments. For the others, the tools below will help you bridge the belief gap, as your belief in the said being would come into play as well. The following tools will only be available until the mark of the next Archangelic Day, next day's official post. Envision yourself using said tools with a pure heart and intentions. A warning to all who try to yield unworthy, these things have their own will. To be noted, the tools below are the same as yesterday, as it is not prudent to switch weaponry mid-battle. Keep pushing forward and maybe we can get some breathing room to evoke peace, as we cannot do so unless those causing chaos cease. Please make a mental note of what you wish to equip. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. Active equals intention needed to yield. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm. Active, passive and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team has shifted into the balance of 6, from the balance of 3. This means that we are starting to toggle in balance. If it helps, you can imagine 9 as steady control and 3 and 6 as the alternating hands on which it adjusts itself. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansiel, Archangel Zadkiel A. Archangel Orion, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Barthkol, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Kirkael, Archangel Gzrel, Archangel Galizur, Archangel AF, Archangel Uzziel and Archangel Adonai. Active long and short range. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. There is no level of consciousness that can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Active long range and short range. Archangel Isaac's sword is much like Archangel Michael's legendary sword with pinpoint accuracy. It can be used to write messages of hope and love as well as transmute a demonic energy. Passive and aggressive, long or short range, anything in your jurisdiction. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Passive short range. Archangel Gabriel's Shield of Truth allows righteousness and justice to be your greatest defense. When equipped, this allows truth to protect and serve us. This shield also helps bring abundance to our lives. Passive and aggressive, long and short range. Archangel Nai's radiant testing checks the virtues of all beings that you encounter. People who do not have your best interests at heart will make themselves clear through nervous tics, odd behavior or random communication. Passive and aggressive, long and short range. Archangel Passagineous Visions allows for the full empathy of infinitely expanding Creator Source to penetrate any personal blockages you may be dealing with. Active, short and long range. Archangel Sachiel's net of cosmic plasma, fire or rain, can blanket an area large or small. Use plasma to calm, rain to heal and fire to transmute. Especially helpful for large sporting events. Envision the flower of life and the material you with to use. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Ail's curse-breaking shield breaks all curses and dark magic performed against you with intense power and amazing precision. This shield attacks like a wrecking ball and blocks with pinpoint accuracy. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Ishmael's orb of new connections attracts true friends and loyal hearts to your efforts, on a micro and macro scale. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Calaziel's radiant rays of health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Theliel's radiant compassion sends heartfelt love to all within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active long or short range. Archangel Raphael's healing staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Assignments. The universe is in perfect balance and alignment, and that is why you are awake and have abilities. If we look at this from a distance, we clearly see the universe egging us on to take the reins, and in many ways that was the purpose of our Earth-based reality. 1. The siphon bowl. This is the elephant on fire in the room. We must continue with the violet flames and metaphysical operations. This is the same battle raging since yesterday. Do not stop. As I mentioned, darkness is all in on the Super Bowl. Our efforts should not cease until well after the event has finished. Most of us that are already on this task has found it helpful to go in and out periodically, instead going for a full-on slugfest. I urge you, do not ease up on this event under any circumstances. 2. The Organized Darkness Religious Division, Vatican City, is also going to give the siphoning a go again today. We had successfully stopped this a while ago. They feel people are too distracted for them to notice the siphoning and will succeed in this day. We will implement the same strategy as last time, using the violet flaming to disrupt the dark masses and going in with swords and shields simultaneously to stop them once and for all. 3. We can help finding the victims of human trafficking. During our scans we will find many victims, put a bright infinity symbol on their third eye. This is a tracker and will help them attract physical help. There are many in Miami's Super Bowl area, but they are not exclusive to that area. 4. Chemtrails are being increased across the board. Try your best to disrupt the equipment and to prevent the poison from being administered by air. Chemtrails are run by the major airlines. They are mostly running in the early morning hours in your country. Disrupt these aircrafts with electrical pulses of lightning, Archangel Michael's sword or whatever else you choose. You can also ground these vehicles, as they are stored in every airport on Earth and you can easily tell which ones they are by the dark aura. 5. You can bet the odds of someone having the coronavirus at the Super Bowl are pretty good, regardless if it is actually true or not. Let's keep a healing emerald green light and a white light of reveal upon the event as well. 6. We have held Atlantis steady, but it seems to have not helped the Lumeria's transition. We need to implement the same strategy in the Pacific Ocean as well. Whereas we stabilize the center crystal of Lumerian continent with rainbow plasma and activate the 144 temples around the Pacific Rim. This will help stabilize Lumeria the same way we did Atlantis, except under much tougher circumstances. After that, please send Gaia's waters pink light as soon as possible for as long as possible. Please let me thank you in advance for all the work that you do. I need you to know that you are seen and appreciated. More info available at archangeliccalendar.com.